Oh, we gotta get this back in there, otherwise we're gonna lose it. There we go. Frank, you keep an eye on this. Nerf. Now, for some reason, a company known for doing this made this. This is a Nerf case for the PSP. And some people want outrageous money for these things. I found 2 listings on eBay that are both asking for completely absurd amounts of money for this thing. Fortunately for me, I managed to find this for 20 bucks, which I don't want to spoil anything, but $20 is probably too much for this thing. But let's take a look at this thing, shall we? You see, we have our Nerf branding. Very exciting. Sadly, I did end up with the black and gold version, which I'm not thrilled about, and you'll find out why in a minute. Now, this is a full case for the PSP, protects the entire thing, except for the UMD door. That doesn't get any protection at all. Ooh, that foam is fun to squish. Oh, you can see mine's been through some stuff, and it's really starting to fall to pieces. It's got all sorts of little chunks of foam missing from it, but at the top here you can see we've got our little cutouts for our shoulder buttons, cutout for our micro USB cable, places for our charging and headphone jack, as well as our little clasp here. We open this guy up, and it looks like that on the inside. Unfortunately, I didn't get any sort of packaging with this, so I actually don't know what models of PSP this is designed for. So we're just gonna try sticking my 1000 in it, and we're gonna see how that works. All right, well, this is when it becomes apparent why this black and gold color scheme isn't ideal for me. Since this is only designed for the 2000 and 3000 PSPs, this is the only slim that I have. Here we go. Oh yeah, that clicks right in there. Oh god, it looks horrible. Oh. This cutout almost looks like it's been handmade, but that's probably just because of how worn out it is. That's there so that way we can access our UMD door at all times, which is nice. I'm glad they did that. What I'm not glad they did is this weird double hinge. The problem with this is that there's no like set spots for this to lock in. So there's absolutely no way to keep this top flap from touching your fingers. It's just always gonna flop and fall right on them. Probably the worst thing about this thing though is how little space you have to press your shoulder buttons. So you only have that much of your shoulder button that you can press. Probably the worst thing about it is that it sits nearly flush with the rest of this foam. So whenever you press it, you're pressing the shoulder button and you're pressing down on this foam at the same time. And you also have so little space to actually press it that you end up having to really claw your index finger to press it consistently. Oh, I can't believe the amount of money people want for these things on eBay. Now, I know you might be thinking at home, you're sitting there going, but Schnell, doesn't this make it so much more ergonomic to hold your PSP? It's so much thicker and you have something to hold on to. No, it doesn't. And it all comes back to this flap, which by the way, just does that. So to avoid this resting on top of your fingers, you're holding the PSP further down than you normally would, which already doesn't help for the shoulder buttons, but also your middle fingers are curling around like this, and your middle finger is trying to sit in this groove, which means as your finger's in there, it's also bending like this. It's just so uncomfortable. You are becoming crab with your hands. Oh my god. Okay, so another problem with this stupid double hinge that they went with. If I want to close the lid, if I just want to close it as normal, it don't work because of this stupid double hinge. So now I have to take extra time to make sure that the hinge itself is at a 90-degree angle, and then I can close the top part and snap it shut. Oh, this double hinge makes me so angry. This has got to be one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever used. Not to mention that as you're using this foam, it's just gonna kind of wear away. This isn't a durable material. It's a fun squishy material, but there's nothing really durable about it. It's impact resistant, but if I just rubbed my thumb on it for a little while, it would probably just start flaking away. But if I were to answer the age-old question of Nerf or nothing, I'm gonna go with nothing. Oh, actually, you know what? I feel like there's only one true way to end this. Oh. I'll tell you what, it takes a shot like a champ. Oh.